Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. How do I pronounce your name?
Joelle,
Wow, I'm Ludia.
Ludia. That's very pretty.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Welcome to the interview. As I said earlier, my name is Ludia and I'm the assistant to Mr. Casey. So I'll be taking over the interview for today. And before I start, as I mentioned in the emails, this meeting is being recorded, or this interview is being recorded so that I can send it to the director and the entire team for quality purposes. Is that okay with you? Thank you.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, what's your name?
Joell Whitley,
What's your date of birth?
3/27/86,
Thank you. Where do you live?
1300 South Farmview Drive, apartment K34 in Dover, Delaware, 19904.
Okay. Do you own transportation?
Yes.
Good. Do you have any certifications that we should know about?
No, just teaching certification. I'm first CPR certified as well.
Thank you.
Mhm.
What hours are you available to work?
In the evenings, after anytime after 3 p.m.
And how soon can you start?
I can start immediately.
Wow, that's nice.
Mhm.
When was the last fingerprint with the SBI?
I just fingerprinted on, I believe it was Friday or Saturday that just passed. So I'm just waiting on the results of that.
Can you pass a drug test?
Yes.
Can you pass a physical examination?
Yes.
And how did you hear about this position?
Mr. Eric Winston, he's one of my coworkers at the school I work for, and he's the one that told me about it.
What do you know about Reliable Aid?
I know that it's uh, assisted, a company that provides assistance to different residents, whether it be grocery shopping or cleaning or just helping them around the house so that make their life a little bit easier.
And why do you want this job?
Well, I'm a people person for sure. And I know that not all of the residents that I would be working for are elderly, but I don't know, I guess I don't have a thing, 'cause that's kind of weird, but I definitely gravitate to people who have struggles in various areas, even if it's just carrying bags or cleaning up a little bit. My best friend, who just passed a few months ago, was 91 years old. So I took care of her quite a bit while we were, I had my time with her, and definitely seeing how much you can brighten someone's day by just helping them with little things that some, able-bodied people take for granted sometimes. So I definitely have always had a desire to work with the elderly or anybody in assisted living facilities. So that's why I want this job.
Good. I'm sorry to hear you lost your friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next question is kind of similar, but you can answer. And why should we hire you?
Okay. Well, I'm reliable, and since the company's name is Reliable Aid, I mean, what better way to get at a person if they're reliable? Definitely punctual. I'm good at communicating, and I'm honest, very patient. I'm a teacher, so patience definitely comes with being an educator. So, and I'm just a friendly person. I understand different hardships that everyone comes in contact with. I'm always helping people out in public if they need it, helping them reach something on the shelf. I'm not that tall, but if someone's having trouble reaching something at the grocery store, I'm definitely always willing to help and lend a helping hand to my friends or to strangers.
And what do you consider to be your biggest weakness?
I think sometimes I might be too patient. I don't know if that's considered a weakness, but sometimes I can be a perfectionist, and that may also take up some time. And I'm my own biggest critic. So I can be kind of hard on myself sometimes. So I don't know if that's necessarily a weakness or just something that I should try to be a little bit better at. Yeah.
All right. Tell me about a challenge or a conflict that you faced at work and how you dealt with it.
So I teach 9th grade, and my first year here, there was a group of students who were always causing trouble at school, getting into fights and stuff like that. So trying to keep my classroom, have my classroom be a safe space, where everyone's encouraging everyone else and respectful of everyone else. It kind of became a challenge because there were a few students who were determined to make things difficult. So it definitely took some one-to-one conversations, different interventions, conversations with the family, and then of course getting the principal and other staff members involved if needed. So that was definitely one of the most recent major conflicts. I feel like should be noted, is just trying to keep the peace, because I definitely, how everybody says positive vibes only, that's kind of what I naturally stand for. So when I see someone being bullied or anything like that, I definitely don't tolerate that. So it's conflicting.
Wow. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh. 5 years, I'll be 40 years old.
Wow.
Right. It's kind of weird to say. I'll be 40 years old in 5 years. Hopefully, I will be a homeowner. I would like to progress or move up in my current position. I would love to have a family, have children. I don't know if 5 years is too close. I don't know, time's ticking. But I definitely want to go back to school to get my master's at some point. So either working on my master's or hopefully completing it by the time that I'm 40. That sounds like it's so close.
Wow, you have great dreams.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
I should say big dreams.
They seem pretty big, but 5 years doesn't seem very far away either.
Yeah. And where are you leaving your current job?
You said, when am I leaving?
Why are you leaving your current job? Why?
Oh, I'm not leaving. My current job would allow me to be able to work in the evenings, so I'm going to stick with it.
Okay. And what are you looking for in this new position?
So just be able to help any other coworker. I guess they would be considered my coworkers if they're also employees. If they need me to fill in and help out, or just helping whoever I'm assigned to, just to help make things better for them. It's definitely something that I thought about doing. I thought about volunteering at volunteering as an entertainment host at a nursing home. I thought about doing that at one point because I used to host bingo shows. So I thought about volunteering at a nursing home to try to, because sometimes the day-to-day and folks that are living alone or living in assisted living or nursing homes, they don't get a lot of visitors sometimes. And so just to kind of make my time useful and make it better than what they're dealing with, whatever it may be.
Wow, that's nice.
Thank you.
What type of work environment do you prefer?
I've had so many jobs in my life that I'm kind of able to adapt to any kind of work environment. I've worked in a fast-paced work environment where you're working with others. And I've also worked in kind of a self-paced environment where I'm working independently. So I can adapt to any environment.
That's good to hear. What are your greatest professional strengths?
Being a team player, also being able to be given a task and to actually execute and complete the task to the best of my ability. I'm a good listener, so I'm very particular about following instructions. And so I think that's a strength because some people overlook minor details and then end up making those minor details could cause major mistakes. So I definitely pay attention to detail. And I think that's helped me a lot in all of the jobs that I've had in my life.
Great. And how would your last boss and coworkers best describe you? The people you work with currently or the previous people, how would they describe you?
So even if I'm not trying to be, they say I'm hilarious. I do my best to not let any trials or hardships that I'm going through affect how I am at work. So I try to separate home struggles from personal, from work life. So definitely they would label me as someone who's always happy or has a positive attitude, able to do well under pressure and keep a cool head. Because I understand that not everybody, well, for one, if I'm going through something in my personal life, it's no one else's fault. So not taking it out on anybody else is definitely something I try to be mindful of. And if I feel as though that I'm not, maybe I'm not feeling 100%, I'm even more mindful as to how I interact with others. So I think they would say that they like being around me. At least I hope they would say that.
That's awesome. And how do you deal with pressure and stressful situations?
I always try to see it from all angles so that I don't allow myself to get too upset. So if something's going on that I may not necessarily agree with, I do my best to try to understand the bigger picture and to kind of tap in, do some self-reflecting. What can I do to make the situation better? Am I part of the problem? So I do a lot of self-reflecting, definitely breathing, definitely thinking about the fact that whatever this is that you're dealing with, this has been placed in your life for a reason. I do believe that everything happens for a reason, and some of the challenges are given to certain people because they can handle it. So I try to look at it that way and realize that I'm going to get out of this and make it through this hardship.
What are salary requirements?
I would like to make at least $10, $11 an hour, hourly working, depending on, of course, how many hours I'm able to work a week, but I would like to make at least 11. We can go with 11.
Wow. you're within the price range. So the rates here at Reliable Aid start from $11 per hour. Is that okay with you?
Well, there we go. Mhm.
And do you have any questions that I should forward to the director so that she can respond to you?
No, not right now. I will definitely reach out if any. Oh, actually, yes, I do. The form that you wanted me to fill out, the part that was asking about previous employment, do they want jobs that I'm no longer working at? Because it doesn't allow me to say that I'm still working there. It requires me to put a start date and an end date, and I can't go on. So unless they just want me to put jobs that I don't work at anymore, that would take it back like several years. So I just don't know if it's previous that I'm no longer working at, or the most, because it said most recent, but the most recent job that I'm no longer working at would be at least 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So I'm trying to like.
Thank you for highlighting that one. I think I forward that issue to the technical team. I think it's a small issue somewhere with the technology and everything else. So
I think all they would need to do is put an option that says still working or presently working, or
all right,
because it gives you like,
yeah.
Yes, if that option's there, it'll allow for me to move on.
Yeah, we keep updating the website. So I think while updating, they might have forgotten to add that part. So I'm going to forward that one. And thank you for mentioning it to me.
You're welcome.
I'm going to share it with the technical team so that they can look onto it and then solve the issue so that future applicants don't experience the same. We have come to yes.
Oh, sorry. There was the other part asking about the background check. They also, that list of items, they also have asterisks, and I don't have that yet. Should I wait to fill out the form after I receive my background check, or I don't know?
Well, I think that one is to do with the technical team. They're going to look at that, and I'll be able to share the feedback with you and maybe ask you to resubmit or to fill the form and then submit.
Okay.
Maybe
sounds
tomorrow
good.
or before the end of the day, but probably tomorrow.
Okay, sounds
Another
good.
question?
No, that's all.
Thank you. I've been addressing you by your last name in the emails, right?
Whitley or Joell. Joell is my first name.
Okay, thank you for the correction.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, Joell is my first name. Whitley is my last name.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the interview. I've really enjoyed it. And
thank you.
I shared this video with my director and the administrator, with Mr. Casey. They'll watch the video and then maybe get back to you. But in the meantime, please keep an eye on your email. Someone from the company is going to email you soon.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Have a nice afternoon.
You too. Take care.
Bye.